You are now tuned in to the Gifted Gab.
Yup.
You know what time it is.
I mean, they know how we're rocking right now. We've been doing this for almost a year now. Over a year.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Kanye running for president. You voting for him?
Hell fucking no. Bro, I felt like it's kind of like black people's way of getting back at, Trump being in president.
Oh, they already voted one dumbass into office.
It's like that. Might as well make it two. Oh, fuck. It's like, I don't know how I feel about that, man. I mean, Kanye, I don't know if he's... This is the thing. People have mixed opinions of Kanye West. They have said that, some people think he's a dumbass. Some people think he's smart. He's done some smart things before in terms of, kind of advocating for MAGA before, right? With Trump. Mm-hmm. And then, fuck, what did he do after? Shit, I forgot.
He
kind of utilized that support.
What to get Kim in for the prison reform.
That helped, yeah, that helped. But he did something else, man. I forgot, bro. Shit.
That's what it was, the prison reform, and then he bailed out some people.
That's for but something for Black Lives Matter as well too, though. Fuck, I can't even remember this right now.
He's done. He's a philanthropist, man. He's done what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
I think we're very hard on Kanye, bro.
You think so?
Oh yeah,
I think he's been doing some pretty foul things before. He has some very controversial opinions, man. One of those being slavery was a choice.
Yeah.
Is slavery a choice?
It's not a choice. I mean,
we know the dumb as hell.
The stories about slave rebellions and shit like that, and I don't know. It was very out of pocket to say that.
100%.
But you gotta especially with the way the media is, you gotta articulate what you're saying. Yeah. You gotta articulate it properly, because if you don't, boy, oh boy,
they will mix up and manipulate whatever you're saying, and even if you're saying it a certain way, even if it's not the most aggressive or egregious way you're saying or wording something, the media always has a way of kind of, like I said before, manipulating that into the worst possible way.
Yeah, they'll come for you, bro. Look what they did to that boy Nick Cannon.
Man got fired for, what was it again, bro?
Anti-Semitics.
He got fired off his own show, though.
That's crazy.
How is that? How?
You know what that means?
I need to go.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers.
I need answers. What the hell is going on?
He didn't own his show. That's what that means.
So it's his fault, basically.
This is a good. I'm glad we brought this up, because there's a really, really common trend right now of artists complaining about their record deals, and all the tabloids. I call it tabloid Instagram pages like DJ Academics. Yeah. And then you got TMZ. Those
TMZs and
they're posting these videos of these these rappers complaining about their deals. Yeah. And I have two positions on this. Okay. They're completely opposite viewpoints. Okay. One, you can say these record companies are taking advantage of these artists. 100%. Clearly. But as an artist, if me and you are about to sign something for the Gifted Gab, we're reading that shit. And if we're not reading it, we're getting somebody we trust to read that shit.
For sure.
So you have to do your due diligence before signing a contract and making sure you understand what you're handing over before you sign that shit.
I think artists need to understand this is not your basic terms and agreement form for Apple Music, Spotify, or Netflix. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not.
This is your livelihood at the end of the day.
Your exactly. Anything that has to do with your livelihood,
you have to go through 100%.
So then it's like, okay, do we really when these rappers and artists and they do this and they complaining about, I don't own my masters, do you feel sorry for them? Are they looking for empathy? Even though you decided to sign that dotted line?
I mean, it's tough to say because, a lot of these artists or some of these artists are coming from, pretty distraught positions or positions of no financial security.
Absolutely.
So seeing a deal like that off the rip is like, yo, your eyes light up. It's like, why wouldn't I? Why would I pass on this shit? You know what I mean?
Absolutely, but that's why you're not supposed to act off your emotions.
You're not supposed to. It's not even emotion. It's like, what do I need now, as opposed to what do I need later on down the future.
That's impulse.
I think a lot. Yeah, you can say impulse. A lot of these artists look at it and say, okay, maybe I can do something better in the future, but for right now, this would be amazing. Shit. You know what I'm saying? But they don't realize, like, yo, I'm locked into this for a while now. 10 years down the line, you may be regretting that.
Yeah, Young Jeezy talked about how him not knowing, him not being educated on the music business, was like could have ruined his career, like ruined his livelihood because he wasn't educated on what he was signing. You know, then you have guys coming out like Lil Baby, I think Moneybagg, all these different guys complaining about these record deals, and it's like, yeah, they're kids when they're signing these deals. 100%. They're so young, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you know, there's no more excuse for that. Back then, I could see, there's an excuse for it. Because
why is that?
Because now we have so much access to information. Like, anything you want to know now is a click away. Right here, when we're talking about stuff, you do your due diligence. You go on Google and you check. I'll go on Google and check. That's the whole point of you know, the times we're living in, is that the access to information is right there. The access to somebody that might have the answers is right there. So why is it we're not taking the responsibility?
I think I don't know if it's more reasonable for those things to happen in the past. I think there's no excuse regardless out of any era you're in. Obviously, access to information is good, but like if you don't have if you're not going to do the due diligence to actually go out and find this information, then it doesn't matter. It could be right in front of your face, but if you're not going to go out and open that book or wherever that resource is, it doesn't mean anything.
So then how can we, like, are these guys looking for empathy with this stuff? Oh, I want my master's.
I think a lot of them are 100%. But
should you feel sorry for them?
For certain artists, yes. Because they're not educated or well aware of the position when they're signing that contract.
Yeah, but then where's the accountability, bro?
Bro, these guys are kids.
Yeah.
It's tough to be accountable with kids, man.
Listen, bro. LeBron James. I know LeBron James is special. He's a chosen one. He was 17 years old, and Reebok said, we'll give you 10 mil. He said no. And he went to his fucking first period fucking class.
That's fucking crazy. That's insane.
Do you think about that for a second?
But who were his influences? Who was guiding him?
Well, that's a very good point. That's a very good point.
You know what I'm saying? Not everyone has LeBron James circle.
Oh, and LeBron James circle might be the reason why LeBron James is LeBron James.
That's for sure. And we talked about this on previous episodes. Your circle will have a huge impact, a huge influence on how successful or far you go.
And you look at LeBron as an athlete, he is a model athlete. 100%. He's in the GOAT conversation.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have so much as a parking ticket.
Just.
No, seriously. Listen, think about this for a second.
Obviously has a parking ticket.
No, just think about this though.
Yeah.
The things that people got the most mad at LeBron for was going and teaming up with his friends. That's the worst thing you can point out about LeBron is switching teams. That's crazy. There's nothing else.
That is true.
There's really nothing else.
Besides the controversy that arose when that news reporter said or told him to shut up and dribble.
Yeah,
he wasn't doing anything wrong that time.
Yeah, but that's different. That's like the right was mad at him. Like right, nobody was like the general public wasn't mad at him.
So you're saying he hasn't been caught for any like offenses?
Yeah.
You know, his dark side wasn't exposed.
Yeah. You know, Jordan went through it. Kobe went through it.
Yeah.
You know, Melo went through it. Like, all these guys have had that. LeBron, he's lived up to the hype. Yeah. All the hype he had 100%. Coming into
and that is extremely hard. Come on, to not even live up, but to exceed those expectations as well too,
and not make a single mistake in the process.
Dog, the amount of busts and that we've seen throughout the years within the league, bro, is insane.
It's impressive. I think LeBron is amazing, and he's going down as one of the greats.
Imagine being 17, 16, even 15 years old, having that amount of pressure around you. You know, expectations is crazy. Expectations is something that, you know, not everyone could handle. People usually don't perform well when they have a certain set of expectations, you know.
He had the world.
100%.
expectations, and he exceeded them. He
100%,
shattered them.
yeah.
It's truly amazing how he was able to. And you know what the crazy thing is? He did all this with no father.
That's crazy. I know.
He had no father.
Yeah.
No siblings. He's the only child, single mother. He's still with his high school sweetheart. Like, this guy is
The prime example of like what a black man successful should be looking like.
Yeah,
One
open
of
to
the
school,
great
doing movies.
giving back to his community.
He's not just doing basketball. Think about all the guys who just do basketball and they
Yep.
can't stay focused.
100%.
This guy's doing everything.
He's an advocate as well too. He's a social advocate. He spoke on Black Lives Matter. He spoke on several other social injustices.
Yeah, he's a creative activist. I have a lot of respect for LeBron James, the person. I'm a Kobe guy, but you know,
He had to switch sides a little bit. Huh?
as you know, as a person, I respect him. I
Yeah.
admire him a lot. You know, I think he's a model citizen. I think he's what every black person should. I think it's what every individual period should, you know, look at and be like, this guy's a stand-up guy. He's a quality guy. He's, you know, but you know, the media does what it does, and they give him shit about going to.
The media controls a lot of narratives, man.
Yeah, that's the you know. But going back to what we were saying about, you know, accountability.
Yeah.
You know, when you own your platform, you can't get fired. So Nick Cannon obviously didn't own.
Oh, his idea.
It was his idea.
Yeah.
But the company above him owned it.
Yeah.
And if that's the case,
He probably signed off on that though and said, yeah.
you know, so like, how could we really, like, yeah, it's pissed, but it just goes to show you that how important this stuff this guy was talking about, how important ownership is. And even Nipsey, for independent, that he was independent, he signed a deal at one point. But he said, I had to sign that deal because of circumstances.
That's what I'm saying. Circumstances are different for everyone too.
But here's the difference. He understood what he brought to the table in that deal. And he was able to dictate the terms of that deal. And get his advance money to fight his case and come back out. And he went back to independent. You know? So when you're self-made, and if you wait a little bit, sometimes you need the money. Yeah, I get it. But when you know what you're worth, you know what you're worth. When LeBron looks at 10 mil and he's able to say, that's okay.
Yeah.
Because he knows there's the 90 mil from Nike coming.
It's coming, yeah. But like you were just saying before, circumstances are different for everyone.
Absolutely.
Like if you're in debt, you're broke, you got to put food on the table for you and other people are dependent on you. You're not going to wait 2-3 more years because, you know, your worth is higher than that, even though it may be. You're going to do what you need right now to survive, to make it to that.
But wouldn't that make you a sellout in a sense?
For how? What do you mean?
Like, you've waited this long. Can't you wait a little bit longer? If you've already waited this long, okay, you've already gotten to this point.
Yeah.
Someone's offered you a deal.
Yeah.
That means you have value.
If you're hungry, if you need some food on your table that you haven't seen for a long time because, like you said, you've waited that long, what type of incentive would make someone say, okay, you know what, I know I can make more
That's
2-3 years down the line, but I have to wait, knowing that you're starving right now. You know what I'm saying?
That's not an excuse.
I think it is.
It's self-awareness.
It's self-awareness, but it's also, you know, self-sustainable. You're trying to make it, and you won't make it if you don't, you know.
Yeah, but then
survive.
then you get into that contract and you're complaining about getting out of that contract. And technically speaking, when that happens, the record label doesn't have to listen to you. The record label doesn't have to listen to you. They don't have to. They don't have to let you off your deal. You signed. You signed a contract on it. Like Lil Wayne signed the Lil Wayne thing.
Yeah, I think the fact that he just got
He signed a 20 album deal.
That's crazy.
I don't think any artist has ever put out 20 albums, bro.
But that's insane, though.
But he was a kid when he did it. But it's like 20 albums.
That's madness, bro.
Not 20
EPs or song. You know what I'm saying? Like
20 full feature projects.
That's crazy, bro. That's insane.
You know, and all this stuff's going on. It's like for him, he was really a kid. Yeah, and he was really taken advantage of
100% by these record labels.
That's not his record labels. His stepdad. So it's like, yeah, I see what you're saying, but you know, for the guys that are coming up right now, And I'm not an expert on record deals or anything. I just know that, you're supposed to do your due diligence.
Yeah.
Even when you sign a mortgage or a car loan or whatever.
You do your research. You're not going to any, place to get your car loan. You know what I'm saying? You have to do your research prior to making those type of business transactions, especially ones that will really affect your livelihood.
Absolutely. But yeah, I feel bad for Nick Cannon, but he'll be all right. Someone will pick him up. Diddy already offered him. And that's the thing, Diddy owns his own television.
He'll be cozy, yeah. A lot of these, I feel like a lot of celebrities are starting to be aware of ownership and how valuable that is. Even Jay-Z coming over Tidal is another thing.
And Tidal's artist owned.
Exactly. A platform for artists, by artists. So it's like these type of platforms are what continuously need to be made going further. Especially when all these other, companies and platforms are so exploitive of young artists and entrepreneurs and whatnot. So
you have to be careful, man. It's a dangerous game, and that's the biggest thing I always say with the Gifted Gab is we own it.
That's facts.
It's us.
That's facts.
And it's
no one else has shares in this.
Yeah, so it's like when you own your product, you can say what you want. You don't have to worry about any higher powers. You don't have to worry about someone canceling you. You don't have to worry about any of that
stuff. It's about not answering to no one else but ourselves.
That's what I'm saying. That's where you maintain your creative control.
Facts.
As soon as you start diluting, as soon as you start giving the shares away, you start saying, "Okay, this is we own this now." It's tough. It's tough to get out of that. But even if you, this is the one thing, the most important thing. Even if you have to hit rock bottom coming out of that, that success is repeatable.
100%.
You can do it again. The real hustler is not the one who just gets rich. It's the one who fucks it all up and gets it right back.
I think if you can do something once, you could definitely do it again.
Yeah.
I think, with consistency, with hard work, anything's possible.
Most guys, from what I see whenever I watch interviews and stuff like that, they say the first mill is the hardest.
Oh, for sure.
But after that, you knew what it took to get the first mill.
Yeah. The first of anything is the hardest, really. Just alluding back to sports, like the first offer you get will be the hardest.
The first episode
was the hardest, you know what I'm saying? It's just about figuring out the ropes and having the right people, in your circle, like LeBron and other people who are so prosperous now. Just kind of providing insight towards you, you know what I'm saying? But like you're saying before, that first meal is the hardest. That first offer is the hardest, whatever it may be. But
absolutely, after
that, it's like, okay, other people start seeing your worth. It's kind of a little tricky. It's kind of like a game of like group think in a sense, When one offer comes in, all the others will come in. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even talking about, for me, when I say that, I'm thinking of like sports, for instance. You know what I'm saying? College recruiting or whatever. When that first offer comes in, other colleges will start to look at him and be like, oh, okay, yeah. Oh, he offered you? Okay, wow. What does he see in him? Okay, let's check him out. You know what I'm saying? So, the first of anything, like I was saying before, is definitely the hardest. So,
here's the trick, though.
What?
You can't follow the group think. Because just because this person sees something in you, right?
Yeah.
They might want you for a specific reason.
Yeah.
They might say, okay, this guy's got, he's got a good handle. He can run the offense. He can score. These guys like, oh shoot, what do these guys see in him?
Yeah.
These guys see a perfect fit in their system. So if I just piggyback on his recruiting, I might pick you up, and then you might end up coming to play for me, and then it's like, oh shoot.
Yeah.
This guy doesn't really fit in our offense.
You know what's funny though? During my recruiting process, a lot of college coaches, first question they'd ask was like, who else is recruiting you?
Really?
You know what I'm saying? 100%. Who else is recruiting you? That to me, that never made any sense. The question or the conversation should be based about what each we can. Yeah, it should be about me, but what I can offer you and what you can offer me. You know what I'm saying? What we both bring to the table. And yeah, I've been asked that so many times. Oh, who else is recruiting you? I'm fuck.
That's crazy.
It's a game of I wouldn't say group thing. I don't know the right term for it, but maybe cat and mouse. I don't know, but it's tricky. It's tricky. So
it's a weird process, man.
For sure.
Sports is interesting, man.
For sure. Sports and business, man.
Business too.
Same ways, bro.
Business too.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of lessons I learned from sports that I don't like. I attribute all the things I was able to to experience in my life or accomplish in my life or whatever
Yeah.
to my experiences.
With sports.
Not just sports, just my experiences in general. But sports is big. Sports told me how to work for something that I wanted.
Facts.
Sports taught me how to work with other people.
Mm-hmm.
Sports taught me about confidence. You know, it taught me about a lot of stuff. And I look back at sports and I'm like, damn, there's a lot of kids that don't get this opportunity, this framework, this structure. You know, basketball is interesting because it's like you operate within a structure, but then there's times you got to get loose in that structure.
I think sports is like one of the most translatable things that could, go into business or whatever pursuit or endeavor you're trying to go into. For me, especially, basketball is one of those things. It taught me a lot about communication, just teamwork, being cohesive, resilience. Not everything's gonna go your way, but at the end of the day, like, how will you respond to that? That first punch. How will you respond to that L? You know what I'm saying? So
a lot of the top, actors we see, were Division I athletes.
It's crazy though.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
Who else? I'm trying to think.
Division, or at least played basketball or some sport to some sense. Yeah. You said actors, right?
Yeah. Let's do a Google search.
Well, I know The Rock played football.
Yeah, The Rock.
Calgary,
yeah.
Calgary, St. Peters.
Yeah.
Man, you gotta Google search that. There's a whole bunch that are just not coming to mind right now.
Let's see. Actors that played sports. Let's see what we get here. It's an interesting topic right here.
I like this.
I'm curious. I know Denzel played. The Rock.
Would you consider Chris Brown one?
Terry Crews.
Yeah.
Who's Ed O'Neill?
Sounds familiar.
Burt Reynolds.
Yep.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Look
at this. Wow. Oh, obviously Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's crazy. Yeah. It's another.
Jim Brown, obviously, played football. John David Washington.
Who is that?
You ever watch Black Klansman?
Yeah.
That guy.
The black actor?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I like this shit, bro.
Yeah. Well, Shaq.
Duh, yeah.
Yeah,
Scary movie. Or no, fucking. Yeah,
Lou
Scary movie.
Ferrigno. Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, of course.
Batista.
Batista, you said?
The wrestler, yeah.
Don't kill me.
There's a lot of guys, man. Sean Connery.
Say a word.
Dr.
Did
Phil.
Drake ever play basketball in the high school team? No. He's on Degrassi all the times, no?
Degrassi, yeah.
Yeah, shit.
Rick Fox.
Is that technically?
What?
No, because Degrassi never had a basketball team. Never mind.
Rick Fox.
Yeah.
And he's
You
Canadian.
just shut it. And he's Canadian too. Yeah, he played for Team Canada.
Yeah. I think he's born in Toronto, right?
I think BC. I want to say BC. But yeah, shit. It's back to the point. Yeah, it just translates. Sports is a great way to
He's born in Toronto.
He's born in Toronto.
Yeah.
This guy had to make sure you found that.
Make sure.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, sports is a great tool for life. It's a great tool.
Facts.
And I personally think it's a necessary tool, because if I didn't play sports, my life would be a mess.
Yeah.
There'd be a lot of things I would have had to go through that basketball kept me away from.
Oh, for sure.
One thing it didn't keep me away from was women, and I think women.
I think it does the complete opposite.
Are you saying that all basketball players are sluts?
Huh?
What?
What do you say?
Is that what you're saying?
My left ear sometimes acts weird sometimes, bro. I don't say that again.
It's okay if that's what you want to say.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not gonna say.
What you want me to do? I'm sorry.
All I'm saying is, bro, certain sports have a certain history or perception of being sluts. Basketball, I don't know. I think basketball is full of wholesome individuals.
Are you blaming
Me being
basketball
one
on you being a slut?
Who said I'm a slut? First of all,
I didn't say
what
that.
The hell? You just said. What the hell you talking about, bro? You just accused me
I'm
of being
just
a slut.
asking you a question.
What the hell's wrong with you, bro? I'll throw this podcast at your head top right now, bro.
I'm just asking.
I'm not
just
blaming
confirming.
anything. I'm not blaming. You're not confirming nothing.
I just want to know.
Yeah.
I just want to know. You're here. Okay.
Damn,
This is about you.
No, this is not an intervention. All right, Dr. Phil. Slow your roller.
It's Phil McGraw to you.
But nah, I mean, you played basketball too as well.
And I was a slut. I admit that.
You were a slut?
I was.
What
yes.
is a slut?
We don't have to explain it. We don't have to sit here and...
Yo, I will cry.
Once I stopped playing basketball...
That's when you became wholesome?
Yeah.
Let's make this clear, though. Black men don't cheat.
That's facts.
It is facts.
100%.
Everyone knows it.
Shout out to Faithful Black Man Association.
100% FMBA. Oh, no, it's FBMA. I'm tripping. But yeah, shit, certain sports definitely have a certain, connotation against them. Football, soccer, who knows?
I don't play sports, so I'm,
Oh, you're on
wholesome, halal.
Wholesome individual, halal, eh?
Good for the soul.
You're done with that life.
Left it a long time ago.
Is that why you have Tinder on your phone downloaded still?
I don't know what you're talking about. Not me.
It's not you? When's the last time you've been on one of those apps?
Oof. Wow.
It's been a minute ago.
Oof.
Shit.
Ooh.
Ah.
I think last time I was on Tinder, swipes were unlimited.
Bruh.
Oh my gosh. That's madness, bro. Could never really get into those things, though. It's not for me.
Bruh.
I'm lying, though?
I'm
capping.
I didn't say anything.
Nick, you didn't have to say anything, bro.
I didn't say anything.
They can tell your face, bro. I'm capping. I'm lying.
Dude,
If I'm lying, hey, if
the
I'm
people
lying,
listening to the podcast wouldn't have been able to tell.
Bro, all I'm saying is this is a visual one as well too. People tuning in through YouTube, they might be able to.
Listen, man.
But yeah, shit, man.
Listen, basketball and here's the interesting thing.
Yeah.
With the bubble,
Mm-hmm.
okay? A lot of women are getting invited into the bubble.
Ooh.
The basketball bubble, the
100%.
NBA bubble going on in Disney World.
There's multiple bubbles women are getting invited to. Multiple. But NBA especially. This is a good thing to get invited to the bubble.
No, it's not. The whole
100%.
point of the bubble is to prevent coronavirus from getting into the bubble.
Mm.
When you allow...
Or leaving.
So when you're letting these women come into the bubble for extracurricular activities, right?
That's an extracurricular.
It's a recipe for disaster.
Bro.
The bubble hasn't even started. You're already getting invited.
100%. Players are already
invited
getting
you?
COVID. These players, of course, obviously.
It's bad. This is bad. This is a problem.
Yeah, I feel you. So what type of extracurricular activity are you talking about? Like dodgeball? Basketball?
You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers.
You're not going to answer me?
It's not dodgeball, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, man. Shit. But yeah.
Kind of like golf.
Kind of like golf? Putting from the green?
Try and get it in.
Putting from the rough?
COVID right now in the States, and the fact that we talk about this every episode means it's still very relevant.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mess.
Yeah.
Like, USA has... It's safe to say the U.S. has dropped the ball with COVID.
100%.
They've
handled it
completely
poorly.
dropped the ball.
But the fact that they still want us to open up borders right now is insane.
Not happening. Good luck.
Keep it close. I wouldn't mind building a wall.
Oh,
100%.
look at this guy.
Especially right now.
You want to build a wall right now, huh?
Build a wall. Wow. Build a wall. Wow. Keep him out. No, I'm joking. I have family in the States. I wouldn't even. I actually want to.
Are they okay out there?
Are you being serious right now? Or
Yeah, deadass.
Yeah, no, they're doing well. They're doing deadass. Yeah.
That's good. I'd be concerned.
Yeah, I am concerned, but I haven't heard anything drastic or crazy happen to them. Actually, it's crazy. One of my uncles actually got COVID.
Tested
positive, and he's like bedridden.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? He was there for a while, and it's like fuck. At that point, I knew this shit was real. It affects everyone differently, but you don't really realize it until you can personally relate to it. It's kind of like racism, right? We talked about it on the previous episodes, like racism or just things that you can't physically experience. You know, it's similar to that. So
It's like saying I don't believe in Kobe Bryant because I've never seen him in real life.
facts,
Same thing.
facts. Or it's like, yeah, it's just dumb as hell. But yeah, the way the states have been dealing with it, I haven't been impressed for sure. But fuck, we're already in July. We're going to phase 3. Alberta's look like it's been in phase 5 for months now. So
People in Alberta take it seriously.
nah, bro,
Actually, they do take it pretty
I
seriously.
can count on one hand the amount of masks I've seen people wear out here. I've been here for 3 days.
Did you wear a mask?
Huh?
Did you wear a mask?
We're not talking about me. We're talking about Alberta. Okay. All right. Get your facts straight.
Well, I'm just saying, you know, I've worn my mask.
You have. That is cap. I didn't even know you had one.
I'm just not wearing one today.
You know what I call that?
What?
I'm selfish.
Yes.
But all I'm saying is, you know,
Yeah.
hopefully this COVID thing's gonna be soon.
Yeah.
Because I'm already hearing about the bubonic plague
Ooh.
making a comeback.
What the hell is this? When was the
Throwback
last time?
Thursday.
That's a real. That's like what 1800s, 1700s? I don't know.
Before that,
16, 15.
I don't even know.
Damn.
But I think I want to say 16.
Keep me out
Medieval
of that.
times, I think.
I'm staying my ass at home if that happens, bro.
When are we gonna look at this COVID thing and say maybe this is biological warfare on China, like China?
Oh, you're one of those guys. You're one of those guys.
It's possible. It's 2020. Do you think we're gonna actually send troops into a country?
Hell no. 100%. Hell no. But the fact that China got hit with it as well too, would it make sense? Or do you think that China is also lying about their numbers to make it seem like we're all on the same pedestal, getting affected by it equally? Meanwhile, China hasn't got affected by it at all. Is that what you're trying to assume? Or
China's a very powerful country.
100%.
You know, their population, like they're self-sustainable.
Mm-hmm.
Think
They
about
are
everything
very.
comes from
They're
China.
extremely smart too, as well. Everything does come, even their labor.
Yeah.
Have you heard about their recent Belt and Road Initiative?
No, what's that?
They basically export their own essential labor materials to build up in other countries. Jamaica is one of those countries, but at the end of the day, Jamaica becomes indebted to China.
Keep going.
So this Belt and Road Initiative basically it builds infrastructures in certain countries. Jamaica is just one of the many that's involved. They build infrastructures and kind of like develop the society, but in return, Jamaica is then indebted to China, who offers their services. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so China kind of labels this Belt and Road Initiative as like a community type, I guess you could say, program that will benefit the world, quote unquote, the world. But meanwhile, I look at it as not even exploiting labor. I look at it as like an economical move to further China, to make them here and to bring them here, while other countries that are relying on this Belt and Road Initiative to maintain here and become indebted to a country like China. You know what I'm saying?
These fuckers.
You get what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah,
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. It's yeah.
What's it called? Belt and Road?
Belt and Road Initiative. Wow. Studied in one of my classes actually, but it's funny because even I went to Jamaica a few years ago and I've noticed it actually as well too. But it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
These guys are smart.
Extremely smart. I can't even blame him for that. It's extremely smart.
You don't think the U.S. has been doing that though? Like you look at like the Kylie Jenner thing where she hasn't been paying her Bangladesh employees, the people like working in the sweatshops. But theirs
I
is
think that's different.
it's different because they're paying.
Yeah,
They're actually paying.
yeah. They're
Well,
they're
she's not paying
outsourcing.
anybody.
They're
They're
outsourcing.
outsourcing,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you not pay? Did you not pay
She's not
anybody?
paying.
She did. She did. Yeah.
This is crazy because she basically koaled the world to thinking she's a billionaire.
And it's crazy.
You know
is,
that?
yeah.
You know that shows
What?
that social media is really a sickness. She koaled. We talk about girls pretending to live a luxury life on social media for likes.
Yeah.
She pretended to be a billionaire for.
Did she say that? Like, did she say she's like a billionaire and shit like that?
So what I understood is she reported her earnings to Forbes.
Oh.
But what they showed them was doctored documents.
It was altered.
Yeah,
Damn.
to try to say that she's a billionaire.
Bruh.
Wow. That's beyond me.
That's
That's
like,
crazy. I'll be honest with you. That's mod. But like, yo, what's the point of faking?
is it a press move? I don't know. Is it to like?
What's your thoughts on faking until you make it?
I think people misinterpret I think they misinterpret
Yeah.
fake it till you make it.
How so?
I think people think that they should look the part until they make it.
Okay.
That's not what fake it till you make it means.
What does it mean?
I always used to tell my bro, you want to play professional basketball, act like a pro.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean act like a pro in like the way you fucking talk to people. I mean build the habits,
Have the lifestyles of
the
a pro.
lifestyle
Yeah,
of a
facts.
pro. So, you know, if you want to be a professional basketball player, you got to do the workouts, you got to do this, you got to do that on a day-to-day basis.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not actually a pro, but you're faking it till you make it.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting the day-to-day, you're doing everything so that when you do make it, it's like it's ingrained in your habitual lifestyle.
So you're saying there's two types of faking it till you make it?
I just think the fake it till you make it that everybody talks about
Yeah.
they're not getting the actual message.
What about, because I know people that fake it till they make it and they still, like, I think it's important to understand faking it till you make it does mean progress in a sense. Like, if you fake it, you technically can elevate and attain certain levels as opposed to just staying at that same one.
Yeah, but you can't skip the process.
You can't skip the process 100%.
So if you're faking it but you're skipping the process along the way, then you're doing a very disservice to yourself because you're not like there's a lot of influencers on Instagram that rent a Lamborghini and try to sell a fucking
It's crazy.
course.
There's a guy that was renting out his jet cockpit like one of his seats in one of his jets. He's renting it out to people to take Instagram photos at. It's maybe a year ago, but it was like a 5-star, like lavish seat and everything. You know what I'm saying? And like this whole time, there'd be like influencers that would message him, yo, I want to get a seat. Let me get a picture. I'd be like, okay, all right.
They made business off that.
You want it for the hour? All right. $5 here, 1,000 a rack.
Genius.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
That's genius.
But that's like that, bro. It's insane. It's super smart. But those are all people that wanted to fake it till they make it, portraying a different lifestyle than what's actually reasonable for them.
Isn't that crazy?
It's insane. But that's what social media and kind of does for people. So
Imagine me faking being a millionaire.
I mean, people would definitely have some questions for you.
Imagine that.
People would definitely have some questions for you. I'll tell you that right now.
Like
What do you do for a living?
faking. I just don't understand why would you fake
Yeah.
being a billionaire. Like what is like I don't know. I think it's the epitome of social media, but like of what social media has become.
I think social media has pressured us into being a lot of things that we're not. It's pressured us into conforming to a society that, puts so much worth and emphasis on, higher standards and certain I don't know the right word, but you know what I'm trying to say? Like it puts such an emphasis on looking a certain way. And if you don't look a certain way, people look at you like, oh, this guy's not cool enough, or this guy's this guy's that. Like
it's crazy.
insane.
It's crazy how 1 year later since you started this podcast, we're still talking about social media.
It's crazy, but that's the power of it. That really is the power of it.
It's very powerful, And speaking of social media, TikTok. I think Trump is looking to ban TikTok.
Yeah, I've canceled TikTok a couple months ago.
Yeah,
I was on it for a little bit. I'll be honest. I was looking like some of the shit on there is funny as hell.
I don't know.
You're not a TikTok guy?
It's just another social media app that I don't have
time for.
Yeah,
I feel you. I just didn't. It didn't really grow on me enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I kind of relate to that. It's just I didn't really have the time. I don't want to be distracted by another thing.
And then it's like it kills all the songs, all the good songs.
Oh my gosh! It's like, yo, once the song reaches TikTok, it's done.
Oh,
just wrap it up.
That's it.
What are you doing? Just wrap it up.
I like music too much to be on TikTok.
You know what I'm saying? I'm doing a disservice to myself.
Yeah, no.
I'm doing a disservice to myself. Why am I on TikTok trying to do that to myself? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I can't do it. But I found like when I had the app for like a week.
Yeah.
And I saw some really cool pages that were informative, had good info, stuff like that, tips, tricks, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That stuff is sick, but I'm not here to watch families dancing to the same song for the 30th time. I don't know.
Tell us how you really feel.
I just can't do it. I can't. It's not for me. You know, I see a lot of hopelessness on TikTok, and some people are meant for it. It's not me. It's not for me.
It's not you.
Can't do it. It's one more app. It's like one more app I gotta keep up with. It's too much. It's too
I
much.
feel you 100%. I just I recently learned that TikTok was used as a Chinese intelligence app to spy on different countries.
They don't play around with that shit.
They do not.
China
play
does
around
not.
with
Play.
that.
They
Hell
have
no.
social credit.
That's insane. That's insane. That's
Social
actually
credit.
insane.
Yeah. Like they'll ban you from stuff based on how good of a person you are, based on a scan of your face.
That's pretty messed up, bro.
They watch you everywhere.
Yeah.
So, and when you think about their surveillance, it's not hard to think about that. You know, America and Canada do be watching people too. Because you look on your iPhone right now, there's a COVID-19 tracker.
Really?
Yeah. Go to general settings, right now.
What? Or can't?
You can right now. But check it out. Dude. Check it. Go in there.
Where'd you learn this?
I was looking at my settings one day. I'm like, what the fuck is this COVID-19 tracking?
It's like it's a part of the update, no?
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So if you have a positive test and you have this on,
someone will call you or come up, show up to you.
I think it'll just show your location and show that you're exposing. I don't know how it works exactly. I just know that it's an option on your phone.
Yeah.
Which is quite concerning.
That's crazy, bro. But I feel like a lot of countries have adopted that type of political, I guess you can call it mandate. They actually call it a Night's Watchman mandate, where there's just heavy surveillance, heavy security though. So it's kind of like a give and take relationship, you know. But I just have never been a part of that. Never wanted to be a part of something like that. You know.
It's like if you think that we're not being watched, you're very naive,
bro.
They're listening to us.
You know what's crazy though, bro? I remember as a kid, I was maybe 10 years old, and I was in the living room. My mom had a laptop at the time. It was like a Dell, Dell PCs. She'd be on her laptop, and I'd see a piece of tape right over the webcam. I'm like, Mom, what the hell are you doing? The fuck? Like,
Just
yeah, that shit. You look like a weirdo. And she's like, nah, like, I'm telling you, you need to have this because you never know who's watching.
Yeah.
At the time, I didn't realize that, but I've seen countless occurrences of shit, happen and people watching through the other side. Even a couple of movies that even touched upon that, but it's crazy.
Fucking Black Mirror episode.
On that shit, right? Oh, yeah.
Where the guy was jerking off.
Yeah, he records it, and then fucking, yeah.
That's some real shit.
That's insane. 100%.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, I'm not really... we don't have a choice.
Yeah.
You're using all this technology. You don't even need a fucking chip in your arm. Your phone.
You really don't. See, that type of shit's unnecessary, though.
It's unnecessary because you take your phone everywhere.
100%.
Your phone is... You track the phone, you're tracking you.
You're 100%.
You know? But...
It's just scary, man. It's just scary.
Yeah, it's an issue, man. It's an issue. It's privacy breaching. And I read an article the other day that I think it was Pizza. I don't remember. Was giving information about suspects.
Yeah. I seen that.
To the
seen that.
police.
They might have to get canceled because of that. I was like, yo,
That's a violation.
Extreme violation. I love their ranch. I don't like it that much. They might have to get canceled.
Is it Pizza? Was it Pizza?
Yeah, 100%.
Pizza is just
something like that.
It's just a sauce store that sells pizza. They have great
Honestly,
sauces.
I think they should become or change their name to like pizza sauce or like
sauce.
Side sauce.
The only sauce we fuck with.
It's sauce.
It's island sauce.
Shout out to Island Sauce Egg, man.
Yeah, big shout out.
Get you some. I know you guys are tired of the Diana sauce as well too. Mix it up a little bit because I'm telling you, I would not put my name on something that I don't believe in. I know you wouldn't either.
I'm an island sauce guy now. You can't.
Bro, you've been faking both islands all this whole time, bro. Put on Jamaican accents and shit, bro. I don't want to hear
bro,
you. You've been switching.
You
were faking it till you make it. You finally made it now, eh?
I've been here. I was trying to go to Jamaica this year, dude. COVID didn't allow me.
Nah, I feel you. I remember you telling me about that.
But,
yeah.
Island sauce, man. I mean, I'm not really messing with no other sauce.
Nah, I feel you. Neither have I.
It's gas.
Open the bottle. I haven't went back since.
Throw some
Haven't
wings
switched
on the grill.
teams. You're good to go. It's barbecue season, baby. Come on.
It's black and it's black owned.
Black owned as well too.
It's a black owned business.
Yeah, especially during a time where that's needed to circulate the black dollar. It's important to have businesses as such that we support.
There's a lot of black businesses out there. You know, if you look, you know, people are like, "Oh, let's cancel Gucci."
Yeah.
I say this when I have Gucci friends, but people always are talking about canceling brands.
Yeah.
You know, there's black designers, there's black clothing brands, there's black everything if you just look. But people
do a
don't
little bit
want
of
to look.
research. Yeah.
That's the problem. People don't want to say, "Oh, you know."
But we also have to look at what is being trended at the moment of time. You know, a lot of rappers and artists and outlets promote these Gucci's, the Christian Dior's.
A lot of these rappers are tools, though, bro.
100%, 100%. But that's all. It's all planned, bro. This is all a plan. But we subconsciously think right away, oh shit, they're talking about it. They have it. Oh shit, yeah, I should get it too. You know what I mean?
It goes like this. You're a rapper. I'm the guy at the record label.
Yeah.
I give you your advance. Okay, you sign your deal. I give you your $250,000 advance. You take $100,000 of your money. You go see my brother. You buy a chain from him. We're keeping the money in the family.
Yeah, 100%.
You're going out to stunt.
Doesn't make sense.
That we don't get it.
I think there's a stat, but I said this earlier on episode, but between the Jewish and the Asian communities, their dollar circulates between like 14 and 20 days.
Yeah,
the black community only circulates for 6 hours.
Yeah.
You know how crazy that is?
Yeah, I lived in Markham for a bit.
Yeah. So you've seen the differences. You can see.
Oh my God, every business.
It's insane.
The whole plaza, every person in the building, Asian.
Bro.
I'm like, yo, these guys have a system. I peeped it.
It's smart.
It's a
100%.
system.
Yeah.
And then I talked to once I was in the swimming pool, just chilling in the jacuzzi one day. Asian guy came down, started having a conversation. I told him, I go to school and I do this and I do this. I said, what do you do? He said, well, you know, I used to have this company where I used to bring, you know, people from China back over here. You know, show them around the city,
show them the ropes,
the city, show them what's going on. And the ones who wanted to stay, I would help them navigate, you know, through society, help them build business, help do whatever, help them get a job. And, you know, that's how we created our community. By when we were able to get to a certain point, you reach back,
yeah,
you help others out. Where is that, you know, for the black community? And for the black community, one of the reasons we're so divided is because we're segregated from so many, like we come from so many different places, right?
We're a very diverse group of people, man.
We're a diverse group of people, and we don't go with what we have in common. We always look at it as like, oh, your culture and their culture and this culture and this culture. Instead, we're just like, hey, you're black, I'm black. Me and you come from two completely different backgrounds. Completely different backgrounds. We're not even from the same city.
Not real. Yeah, facts.
You know, but we're able to put our differences aside and say,
Yeah.
okay, we're black. We're two black men.
Yeah.
We can have a chance to create something special by working together. If every black person thought like us,
Oh, we'd be way ahead of the game right
do you know
now.
what I'm saying? But the problem is they don't.
I think just throughout history and the way we've been treated and dealt with, I don't want to say we're kind of justified in thinking that way, but, you know, there's been so many attempts of implementing like divisive schemes, like, you know, for instance, like, why do we look at each other and think of one another as light skin, dark skin, this and that, colors, you know what I'm saying? Why is your hair kinky, this 4C, that 3A, 3, like, what? We're the only culture that has these type of measurements for each other. Again, another, you know what I'm saying? It's weird.
Divide and conquer.
Exactly, it's weird. That's just a small, minor example, but I think that when you have all these differences between us, it makes it harder for us to kind of put them aside and say, you know, we're all in this together. You know, I find a common just battle, or just you can find this in the African and Caribbean communities, but there's a constant like clashing.
Absolutely.
You know, who's better, which is better, da, 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 you know what I'm saying? Even with I find this a lot with Ghanaian and Nigerian, like who has better jollof.
And Nigerian, of course, but it's besides the point.
Anyways, but you know, you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many of these battles, these challenges that arise from different black communities that makes it so hard for us to come together.
Yeah. Bars said on the other episode, black people are the most passive people.
Passive?
Yeah.
You think so?
Look at all the pain and suffering we've endured for hundreds of years, and we haven't really revolted. A lot of other countries revolted, like real revolutions.
I don't know if I could agree with that though.
Think about it. Think about it for a second.
I'm thinking about it 100%.
400
We're the
years.
only, I guess, nation you could say that hasn't received reparations 100%.
So it's like, when you look at it in that context, when is it going to be the time that we do? I had a very interesting conversation with a security guard. He was telling me about, it was really interesting, man. He's telling me about a story, how he ran track at Seton Hall, so against NCAA, and he was from Trinidad, and then he was, I thought this guy was like 40, 45, black man, island guy, and he was telling me about how, when the war started, he went back to Trinidad, and the army came and got him. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
they be doing shit like that? And then he's like, he said, this is around the time that Muhammad Ali was, standing up and not going to Vietnam.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit. Like, this guy was pretty, like, out there for the civil rights movement.
Exactly, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he was talking to me about everything going on, and he said that, listen, we're here now. Everything that's going on, there's no more talking. If you guys want change, you have to take it. This is a guy who lived through this. I've never actually met anybody that was actively involved in the civil rights movement.
Yeah.
He also he fought in Vietnam and stuff like that. But
So he has experience.
he has experience. He's seen some shit. He's been around the block and back. He said, with everything going on, there's no more long talking. If you guys want change, if your generation wants to change, you guys have to take it.
I wouldn't say passive, man. I would say maybe distracted.
Just passive.
I think distracted is a better word to say. I wouldn't say we're willfully passive, but
we are willfully passive, though, if you think about it.
What do you mean?
So, listen, if you're bothering me,
Yeah.
and it's inconveniencing me, okay, if I choose not to do anything about it, I'm being passive, right?
100%, but
so when you're saying willfully, when you're saying distracted, that means you're not being bothered by it enough, or you've gotten used to being bothered so much that you're just gonna.
That's what it
allow
is.
it.
That's what it is. But I think when you flash some money here, put some entertainment there, that's when I think the distraction comes. Because, even with the recent Black Lives Matter initiatives that's been arising with Breonna Taylor and so many countless others that, suffered at the hands of police brutality and whatnot and systematic racism, it's just like, this seems like trends. And it seems like it's a common cycle of things. But it's not like that one thing happens and we just kind of bat an eye and turn our heads. One thing happens, we kind of respond to it, but it's only for a certain amount of time.
You know why it's only for a certain amount of time?
Because we're distracted.
You know why we're distracted?
Because social media, because all these outlets that are controlled by higher powers. You know what I'm saying?
There's still protests going on in America.
100%, but we don't
Media's
hear
not
about
covering
it.
it.
The only time we do hear about it is when it's a riot or something that's
They're rioting, they're
sensationalized.
protesting. All that stuff's still happening, but the media stopped covering it.
Yeah. Bro, the media dictates a lot of how people think.
I mean, it comes all comes back down to the media.
Yeah, man. This whole social media shit is crazy, bro. It's actually crazy, but, like you're saying before, it's been a year and we're still talking about it. I think a year from now, we'll still be talking about it.
Yeah, 10 years from now, we'll still be talking about it.
100%.
10 years from now, I'll be talking about how this new chip in my hand is cheesing me.
Oh, chip.
And,
I'm not getting no chip.
you get it?
I'm not getting no chip, bro.
Go to a COVID vaccine.
I'm not getting that shit either, but
You get it?
bro, I've lived 24 years without a COVID vaccine. I think I can go a lot more years without that. So,
Hey, man.
I'm just being
We'll
real.
never know. It's the Chronicles of COVID.
Chronicles of COVID. I like that. I like that.
COVID Chronicles, man.
Yeah, shit, man. Well, on that note,
You guys know what to do.
You already know the drill.
You guys know the drill.
We've been here before.
Yeah.
Come on.
And just like that,
We out.
we gone.